This is the very first PM silver bullet trade I was able to capture since learning about it, which was only a couple days ago through one of ICT's Twitter space. There's 7 trades here. The first 6 are me kind of scalping the market beforehand. Really, it's the 7th trade, the 250. That was the one that I was kind of targeting. I really wanted to catch one of these PM silver bullet trades. And so here is a slightly sped up chart that kind of shows what I was looking at. Now, this is my very first YouTube video, as I say in the beginning, so I do not know what I'm doing. I tried to record 3 different windows, and I had them all set up on scenes in OBS, and what you're watching me here is trying to direct the recording as I'm analyzing the market, and because of that, the quality of this video kind of sucks, and I'm still learning how to do better. I recorded one today, and I think it's better because I just did record the screen or the window or the whole thing, whatever. Anyways, so here's the market. Here's kind of what I'm looking at. I had a note from Sunday just point out all of the big bad news we have this week. Um, by bad, I mean red folder news that I don't really want to mess with. So in TradingView here, I'm kind of trying to annotate things in real time. This is an order block that we're into. I was hoping for a continuation lower um, from the AM session, and so I was really anticipating a move from this order block. I get it, spoiler alert. However, it doesn't go as low as I thought, and you can look at the chart to see what I mean. So, anyways, what I'm doing here, the silver bullet hour has started or begun, and now I'm just kind of waiting for any clear market structure shift plus a fair value gap left behind. Sometimes these happen right away, like today. Other times they've happened later on in the hour. So really, I'm just kind of patiently waiting here. I'm trading a Apex 100K static account, which I've been liking. I've been liking that because of my psychology. I like having that static stop loss. It's not very much. It's a very small stop loss, so I've been very cautious with this, but it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice to slowly build the account and not have to worry about that threshold following me. So here we go. Here's the displacement. We break market structure on the 1 minute. I have a 2 minute market structure label as well. I try to look for the higher time market structure shifts because I've seen some people on YouTube who use like a 2 minute or 3 minute, and that might make things more accurate. I don't know. I haven't really back tested that, but I mark it to see. At this point here, it's such a huge move down that I get a little cautious with which fair value gap to use. I have 3 different methods of choosing the fair value gap. I always like to target the fair value gap that caused the most recent market structure shift, or the most recent break of the low in this case. Otherwise, I will also kind of look for a breaker. If there's a breaker block involved inside the fair value gap, I'll target that. And then as price, like it's doing now, enters the fair value gap, then I'm looking for what I call a candle raid. In this case, I'm looking for a bearish candle to the downside, obviously. And I'm looking for the very next candle to break that candle's low. And that, to me, oftentimes will indicate that the reaction has started, the move is going to go down. Not always, obviously, but oftentimes that is the case. It's just a little extra confluence that I've added. I think I learned that from Wicks Don't Lie many, many years ago, who now goes by, I think, Raja Banks. This is before he was the influencer that I think he's doing now. I don't know. Either way, that trick has always seemed to kind of help. Sometimes I get into move, well, oftentimes I'll get into move a little bit late, but I'm okay with that because my win rate has gone up because of that. So I'll take a move late with a little bit extra confirmation. So eventually here I will move over to the NinjaTrader chart. I keep TradingView open for my psychology. It's a much more intuitive charting platform for me, so I like to watch the market on this chart. But as we get closer to entry, then I'll open up the NinjaTrader and have that ready to go. You can see my note here. There's that volume imbalance up above that always makes me cautious and nervous because price tends to gravitate towards those areas. Ideally, in the perfect trade, that gets tapped into, and then we move down, like it's filled. I don't remember if it happens here. I don't think so. Um, Man, I thought I had this sped up. This seems to be pretty... I guess it's a little sped up. Yeah, okay, good. It's my first time doing a voiceover, too, so I'm really enjoying the process of making a YouTube video. It's been kind of fun. So if you notice that bearish candle beforehand, or the two previous, that low of that bearish candle on the 1 minute chart never was breached. So that's why I haven't entered this trade yet. Also, we're just now getting into a fair value gap. So now that we're here, you can see me switching over to NinjaTrader now because it's almost go time. I don't know why my P&L or the trade panel, whatever we call it, is cropped out of this. Again, it's just the way I recorded it. I'm not going to do it this way again. It was really hard to try to be a director and manage trades. So at this point here, I'm still looking for that candle raid. So this is a bearish candle that we get here. You can see my mouse. You can't see my mouse, but you can tell I'm hovering over that button now. So once this next candle prints, we're going to wait. And if it breaks or breaches the low of the previous candle, that to me is my last confirmation I need to enter this trade. I'm going to go for 5 handles. 'Cause I am looking for that ICT silver bullet kind of structure here. And the reason why I'm not entering now is because we still have that volume imbalance up above, and we have the other fair value gap too, and price could very well reach into that. And I could enter now and just have a stop loss above that, but I really want the confirmation. Price has moved down so rapidly, and it has such a far way to go to get to those places. There we go. There's my entry. That when price has such a far way, a long way to go, I'm looking for that extra confirmation. Just to play it a little bit safe. Again, I'm not getting the best entry, as you see here. And I do experience some drawdown. It does go back up. But you notice my stop loss, I'm not touching that. I am keeping that at 5 handles at 20 ticks. I don't normally do that. That's one of the things I've also changed when doing the silver bullet trades in the past, is I tend to move those a little bit closer based on what market structure has given me. In this case here, I'm not touching it because, well, we still very well could go into that volume imbalance and that other higher fair value gap. So I'm kind of leaving it. I'm okay losing. It's only one contract. This is a mini. I'm okay with losing that money if need be. I'm switching back over to trading view again. This is a psychology thing for me. For some reason, I feel more in control looking at the trading view chart than I do the NinjaTrader chart, where you can actually see my P&L or my ticks going up or down. I'm kind of notating things here for myself for my future voiceover, but also I screenshot these and I put them into a trade journal that I keep track of in Obsidian, where I kind of mark up all the trades of the day. So now we wait. As we wait, the indicators I have on here, I do really enjoy the DR, IDR. Still learning how to use it. I don't pay for the Masters Patreon. It's like $200 a month right now. It's kind of outrageous. It's all data driven though. But I do like keeping tabs of what price is doing in comparison to the IDR. I have a macro tracker that I usually kind of take off. I mute from the screen only because I use it to know when the macro is here, and then I kind of take it off. And then I have the weekly and daily highs are kind of automatically mapped out for me in the all-in-one session. And I used to very much use divergence for my indicators a lot. That's when I started to become profitable as a trader, was thanks to that indicator. I know people say that it repaints, but I have it set up to where I don't wait for confirmation, and I use the candle rates. They kind of help with that. I'm not using it now that I'm kind of really going down the ICT route like so many others. But I keep in the chart still, and I've been trying to track what divergences appear in certain trades. So it's one of those things where I keep on the chart to kind of keep an eye on, but there is no place in it right now in my trading plan. So here we go. We're starting to break lower. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Now, when we go back over to NinjaTrader, which I think I do here soon, you'll see some other markers from earlier trades. I was actually in the green going into this trade, so I wanted to protect those as much as I can. Yeah, you can see the markers there to the left. Some quick scalp trades that I had taken with a different model that I use for kind of lower volume times. So quicker than I normally would. I think normally in this scenario I'd probably lower my stop to be above that swing high, or right by my entry there, and kind of call that the next, kind of risk off there a little bit. But in this case, because I'm kind of protecting earlier profits, I'm just going to throw it to break even now and wait for the surge. This is the part where I was getting a little bit anxious because, yes, I want my 5 handles, my 20 ticks. However, sometimes my 5 handles is interrupted by a recent swing low in this case. So I'm very much paying attention to the swing lows here on this chart as potential reversal points. So I get a little anxious, and here's me getting a little anxious. I'm now moving my stop up a little bit before I even can. My 5 handles is taken, and it's beautiful. Now that lower pink line is the next draw liquidity that I had mapped out. I was tempted to move my take profit to that level, but I didn't. I adhered to the 5 handles, and I'm thankful it did, because if you go back to the chart on this day, and this is the 2nd, this is yesterday, the day I'm recording this, it is the 2nd of May, 2023. You'll notice that price does not hit that right away. It actually kind of reverses from here. So good lesson to not be greedy for me, I think. And yeah. So from here on out, I do keep recording just so I can annotate. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. Win or lose, obviously, annotations for me are kind of important to review. And I actually do review them. Now that I use Obsidian, I'll screenshot this, and I'll copy and paste it into an Obsidian file for this day. And, I journal. I do, where my emotions like and whatnot. And it's very helpful for me. I actually will go back to some days and just kind of see where did things go wrong, where did things, what did I do right, and so on and so forth. The reason why I'm recording this video, or I recorded the video, is because of 2 things. I wanted to start doing a YouTube video. I've always wanted to. I don't really care about growing a fan base and all that. I have a job and a different career, so I have money other places. This is kind of a hobby for me. But also, recording these trades has done so much. I can kind of go back and review them. I've actually been recording these trades now for about 2 weeks. This is the first one I'm putting online. But I've been using a different software than OBS to record, and it wasn't good quality either. The second reason is that these silver bullet trades have really helped my psychology, because I suffer from revenge trading, from emotional trading, pretty severely. At least I have in the past. I'm much better now, but having these time-based trades has kind of been the key to me reaching a next level, or a profitable level. On a personal account, but now I'm trying the prop firm thing like everybody else is. I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. Yeah, I've blown a couple, but again, it's kind of low stakes. They're not that expensive at Apex. Anyway, so there you have it. That's the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to try to post one the next time I catch a silver bullet trade, whenever that may be.